Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is Transformers Legacy Black Zarak. Here he is in package. He comes in this new Generation Select style box art where you have the line art instead of just a plain brown box. Very cool looking. You can see on the top you have the nice Transformers Legacy logo there. And then on the bottom side you can see it says just Titan class Black Zarak. There's no Generation Selects designation number. Normally you would see something like a WFC dash GS something, but as you can see it just says Black Zarak. Now this copy came in pretty early because I got it from Taiwan, and you can see it, copies from Taiwan normally have this sticker on it. Okay, let's get Black Zarak out of the box. Here is Black Zarak out of the package. He comes with his instruction sheet, and this is, I guess, the new Legacy style instruction sheet. The logo over here. The colors are pretty good. I think they're pretty easy to read. Let's open it up here since this is the first look of the Legacy style instructions. He comes with a collar piece for robot mode. His shield with a claw. That also becomes, I believe, the tower piece in city mode. 2 shoulder cannons in just a little dull gold or brownish gold. His tail piece, which you do have to snap on, so there is some assembly required. Parts to form his spear. So let's put them together. So you get these two, and they simply plug into each other like so. Get them aligned. This part goes on the bottom, and this will be the top of the spear. And just slowly build it up. And the final piece. And there you have his spear. Try to get it all on camera here. This is a very tall spear, and it is nice and sturdy. They did not use the 5mm ports to connect these. They're a lot bigger, which I think is a good idea since it's such a big spear and you want it to be very sturdy. His Titan Master, and let's take a closer look at him here. You can see the face is painted purple. The eyes are painted a different color as well, more of a magenta, I think. And here on the back, take a sneak peek at the head. Very cool. It has a little eye patch there. You also get the large robot head. Now this is probably where most of the retooling has been done on this figure, because he is a repaint of Earthrise Scorponok, but the head, while very similar, is very different than Earthrise Scorponok. But we'll go over that in a bit more detail later. And you get the main body of the robot here. As you can see, very large. I'm going to attach the tail to him. So let's change the camera angle. The tail piece simply snaps into this part here and into here. And you're done. Let's fold it into the back. You also get these gold shield pieces. They actually come off of the leg, but they come pre-attached in package, so you get 2 of these. Let's get the rest of Scorponok fully assembled. Let's put his shield on his arm, his collar piece, his 2 shoulder cannons, his spear, and last but not least, the head. Let's transform the Titan Master. And there you go. And here is Black Zarak fully assembled. And I gotta say, he looks really good. Let me bring in Earthrise Scorponok here. So here on the left, I have Legacy Black Zarak, and on the right, Earthrise Scorponok. And Earthrise Scorponok has been heavily upgraded with all 3 sets from the DNA Designs folks. You can see the gun, the leg upgrade, the cannons, the shield, it's all on him, including the Toy Hack sticker set. So as you can see, Earthrise doesn't look exactly as he does outside of the box. Now, granted, Black Zarak doesn't have any of those upgrade kits available yet, and honestly, just looking at them side by side, I am really looking forward to DNA Designs releasing their upgrade kit for Black Zarak, because I think with the legs, the arm, the cannons, the gun, the shield, everything, he's gonna look a lot better. But I mean, honestly, as is, I think he looks great. But you know, there's a lot more potential for him by looking at Earthrise Scorponok with all of his upgrades. Okay, I put Earthrise Scorponok aside so I can focus on Black Zarak himself. Overall, it looks really great. Now, he does seem to have a lot of black on him, but, you know, compared to Scorponok, because with Earthrise Scorponok, the claws are a different color, the thighs, the main body. With Black Zarak, his body is mostly black and gold. Not a lot of color variation, but I do like how they added some red paint apps here and there to kind of break it up a bit. And you see, the paint apps are very nice and clean. Similar paint apps here on the bottom to Scorponok with the silver. Does have some paint apps here that Scorponok doesn't. And of course, you can see the gold on the feet. He does have some paint apps here on the side as well. He is a big, hefty figure. Now, when you look at the back, there is not a lot of paint apps. They do have some just on the hands or claws there, but that is pretty much it. He's pretty plain on the back. Now, here I have Black Richie. It would have been nice if the gold actually matched together with him, but it is what it is. This is his partner that came with him in the original G1 toy, so it's kind of cool now that Black Zarak is out. He has someone to partner with. Now, this won't be a full review as I already reviewed this mold with Earthrise Scorponok, but I will be checking out the differences between the main part that is different, which is the head, and I'll be comparing the two of the heads side by side. Okay, here I have the two heads. On the left, Black Zarak, on the right, Scorponok. Now, Scorponok, as you can see, has some modifications. I'm going to try and make him as stock as possible, mainly by removing this face shield and putting back his antenna. The visor here is also an upgrade, but I'm going to leave it on since I have to actually disassemble this to remove it. So you can see the ears on my Scorponok have become loose. I think I've got to put some nail polish on here. Let's take a look at the Titan Masters first. As you can see, they're pretty identical from the front, except Black Zarak has more paint apps on the face because the eyes and mouth are both painted. But the differences come when you switch it around. Actually, let's transform them into their head modes. And you can see the differences now with the head. Black Zarak does have that eye patch. Now, of course, there's some Toy Hack stickers on him. He actually is very plain out of the box. Let's compare the larger robot heads. And as you can see, between the two heads, they are very different from the front. But you can see how they are basically little retools to make Black Zarak's head different. There is a slight modification in transformation. And actually for the head in this mode and in Scorpion mode. As you can see, Scorponok's eyes in Scorpion mode show on the back here, but it is actually opposite for Black Zarak. Different surface detail. Antenna is a lot bigger, which is very true to the G1 toy. And here on the back. I like the fact that they made the head different. They didn't just, you know, the original G1 toy, it was basically an add-on to make the head different. They actually remolded Scorponok's head to be a new robot head for Black Zarak. Let's get these two guys into their robot mode. So this part in the head transformation is a little bit frustrating as I can't do it without any assistance. This piece is supposed to flip up, but I can't get my finger in there. So I had to use a spudger to flip it up. And here they are in robot mode. And as you can see, I think the biggest difference between the two is with Zarak here, you can store the antenna on the back and give them a more headmaster-like look in robot mode. But with this guy, there's no place to store them, but you can remove them. Nowhere in the back to peg them on or anything. So if you remove them, they'll just have to be loose. But I think he looks pretty cool this way. I don't know. I think the look matches because up here is a little bit more bulkier. So I'm willing to just leave him just as is. Now taking a closer look at these two, you can see another major difference is with the chest. Black Zarak has that battle damage here. Nicely painted inside as well to feature that. Whereas Scorponok's headmaster doesn't. Again, he does have the Toy Hack stickers. That's why he doesn't look as plain as he did straight out of the box. Now, Black Zarak's small robot is still very plain, as you can see with the legs. So very much looking forward to what Toy Hacks can do with him. Looking at the side, you can see how much the upper part of the arm sticks out because of the head. And over here, you can see the scorpion eyes on the leg here, but you don't have that here. So nice and smooth because the scorpion mode transforms slightly differently, very slightly. And here on the back, Black Zarak's small robot back is a lot cleaner, I think, because you don't have this little butt flap here. So that's kind of cool. And I think those are the major differences between the small robot. Very cool that it was redone and just not a straight repaint with some add-ons. I like the fact that they went the route of retooling the small robot to make him more like Black Zarak. So here's Black Zarak in Scorpion mode, and he looks pretty cool. Now you can see the biggest difference, I think, is with the head transformation. Now with Earthrise Scorponok, the head actually turns upside down, but in here it actually has this little covering, so it actually doesn't have to turn around, so one less step. You do have the same issue with Earthrise Scorponok unmodified with the scorpion legs with the lack of articulation, but again, looking forward to the DNA Designs upgrades. Now the spear does break up in scorpion mode and can store on the sides here, so you can see on this side and this side, and the tip of the spear can attached to the tail through this 5mm port, like so. Now the tip is kind of heavy, and as you can see, it is not as tight as I would like it to be. I know they kind of tried to counter the weight by having this piece on the back, but I mean, it does hold for the most part, but the slightest tap will point it down. It's hard to keep it balanced as well. Very nice Scorpion mode. I think it's very true to the G1 Japanese character, and man, I am liking it a lot. Here's Black Zarak in city mode, and I think the color separation is a lot better because you see a lot more of the gold and some of the paint apps, as you can see here from the tail side, which becomes the ramp. And the little Titan Master here as well, but a lot more gold in this mode. Some nice paint apps here on the ramps, and over here I have Black Rorichi. Now the biggest difference between him and Scorponok is the spears. As you can see, they separate and they pretty much just attach to a 5mm port here on his arm. So that's one half of the spear and the other half on this side. Again, looking forward to the DNA Designs upgrades for him because in city mode, it does beef him up a little bit more, similar to robot mode. So I think that would be a great improvement on Black Zarak. Hey, let's get Black Zarak back to robot mode for my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on Transformers Legacy Black Zarak, or Generation Selects Black Zarak if you want. Overall, I'm very pleased with the figure. Now, I do know that throughout the review I did mention a lot about the DNA upgrade kit and toy hacks, and normally when I mention those things it's because the figure is lacking. Personally, I don't think the figure is lacking. It's just that having the upgrade kits on Earthrise Scorponok just lets me see what this figure could be, and it could be so much more. So I'm very much looking forward to those upgrade kits. I think the figure on its own without the upgrade kits is an awesome figure by itself. It's just, again, the upgrade kits do so much to make it a lot better in my opinion. I think the biggest negative for me is the transformation of that head visor, that I can't do it without the spudger. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe my fingers are too big, but that is probably the biggest negative for me. And of course, similar to Earthrise Scorponok, the same negatives will apply. The lack of articulation on the Scorpion legs, not having all 4 cannons and the gun, etc. Granted, the upgrade kit does fix a lot of those issues. Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.